So I got two things done on the Civic today. And I think one of them is either broke or some sort of other issue with it. But anyway, so I've got the AEM, the OBD2 gauge. It's simple setup. You just plug it into the port, and it should read things like boost. Sometimes not every car does. AFRs, fuel trims, coolant temps, other stuff like that, ignition. And well, mine is literally just showing fuel trim loop. So it's literally just going back and forth between open loop and closed loop, and that really does absolutely nothing for me. So at this point, it's just for looks, but I do want to get it at least fixed or see what the hell is going on with it. But what I'm gonna do is go get my code reader that has live data on it, and if that works, then I know it's the gauge. It's not something to do with the actual port itself. And my the ACC power outlet, that works. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes when those don't work, it could make the OBD2 port not work. That works. So it's not that, I don't think, but let me show you what it's doing. So even with the car off, these four lights are on. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to do that. And I'm pretty sure that's gonna end up killing the battery. But out of all the videos I've watched, you plug it in and it literally does nothing until the car is on. So I looked it up, and these four lights supposedly means that it's getting power, but it's not actually connected to the the ECU, the OBD2 port. So that's why part of me thinks it's the gauge, and another part of me thinks there's something wrong with the port itself. So that's why I'm gonna do the code reader, and hopefully I figure something out. Anyway, on a good note, the other thing I got done was the Boomba diverter valve. So right now it sounds literally the same. There is no change at all. With intake and exhaust, still nothing. I mean, it might sound a little different, but it might just be the placebo effect or whatever. But I did notice that it does hold boost better, and I'm not sure if I had a leak in the stock one or not, but the boost gauge in the car, it has the digital gauge. Well, the lines go up and down, and I don't know, just after I did the exhaust to a bigger diameter, the gauge just started like fluctuating like crazy. Um, More so on like full throttle, it would go up. Wouldn't go up all the way like it used to when I first got the car before I did anything, and it would just start going up and flickering and like just going haywire. So at first I thought, with the intake and exhaust, that the boost pressure, it's the same, but it's spooling up faster. So I thought it was just a wastegate opening, just because, it was building up so quickly that the wastegate was just hurry up and opening, and that's why the gauge was going all wacky. But then even at a low throttle and stuff, it would do the same. I'd see it kind of just like flicker a little bit. But now it seems steady like it was when I first got the car. When my foot's off the gas completely, obviously there's no boost, so that doesn't, the little lines don't go up. But when I have my foot just resting on it, it'll go up like a line or two. And then, so the whole point of the valve is supposed to, hold boost better, which so far I can honestly see that it's doing that. But throttle response is definitely a little bit better, and the lag itself doesn't seem so laggy. Like when I hit the gas, it actually goes now. It doesn't seem like it just does nothing for a second and then goes. So so far I'm pretty happy with that, but I gotta get this AEM gauge figured out. I knew I should have got the other one from MA Performance. Just goes into the other heat and vent. Way more expensive though. It's like $380 something, but I mean, I definitely should have got that one. But so I'm gonna go home at some point. I'm gonna go get my code reader and see what's going on with that. At this point, I don't really. This reminds me of the whole the jet performance mass airflow sensor thing. It kind of feels like the same situation. I don't know if I want to send it back if it's defective and wait on another one and have the same issue, or send it back, try getting a refund, and just get the other one I was gonna get. But I don't know. I tried doing a hard reset on it. I disconnected the battery, hooked it back up, no difference. And yeah, no, pretty bummed. Well, it's 2 or 3 days later, and I ended up going home that night, and obviously you can probably tell I'm sick, but plugged in my code reader. All the live data stuff works, so it's the gauge itself or something, the wires, whatever. It's the actual AEM product itself that's not working. And I already wrote the company about it, or the place I bought it from. They pretty much told me contact AEM. And at this point, I'm not even gonna waste my time or effort trying to send it back and a refund and do all that. I mean, it's literally the jet performance mass airflow sensor. Like, I'm getting PTSD from it. It's kind of weird though. It's almost the same looking box. It's just weird. But anyway, I've seen numerous people that have issues with the wideband AFR gauges, all the other ones. I think just these gauges in general, but I'm just gonna eat it, take the loss. I'm not gonna worry about it. But it is what it is. I definitely know not to use anything from them again. So the gauge I did want in the first place, I think it was like the P3 gauge. Like I said, it goes over in the actual vent over here. And it's like $380. I might just save up and get that at some point. But yeah, that's all I got for now.